Yeah, 90 days off Finasteride. Here we are. Hey guys, it's DJ. Welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, I lost almost everything. I am back to baseline before Finasteride. Actually, and I'll be honest with you, I'm worse than baseline before Finasteride. If you guys aren't familiar with how Finasteride works, essentially it's like a pause button on your hair loss. So any hair loss that would have happened while you were not taking finasteride is essentially stopped or slowed while the finasteride is in your system. And then once you come off the finasteride, it's like a game of catch up. And it's not just catch up. You can actually find yourself in a position where your hair loss situation is more progressed than it would have been if you hadn't been taking finasteride. So that's where I'm at now. You can see the hair situation is is not good at all. I'll be lying to you if I said that I wasn't bothered by it. Matter of fact, I was really bothered by it, particularly about a month ago, about 60 days after stopping, because you guys know I made that 30-day video of being off finasteride. And you can see I still had quite a bit of hair, but I think it was around 60 days, from 60 to 70 days, dude. It's like somebody just came with a broom and it swept all the hair off of my head. And I am now, this is my situation. I had a hair transplant, which is what you saw there, the scar there. I had a hair transplant in 2014. So this is essentially hair transplants. I was struggling, man. I was struggling around 60, 70 days when the hair really started falling out. To the point where I was like talking to my wife, I'm like, I thought I would be okay with it. Um, you know, life goes on, and it does. And that's kind of where I'm at this point now, but I just want to backtrack just a little bit to about 60, 70 days. I was just like, yeah, this is, this is fucked up, man. Like, I thought I would lose hair, but I didn't think I would. I guess you kind of maintain like a silver, or not silver lining, that'd be the wrong phrase to use. You maintain a hopeful outlook that, you're not going to lose it all, that you're gonna be some outlier that is able to maintain your hair loss or whatever, or maintain your hair. That wasn't the case. To put it into context, like I said, my channel has always been about positivity, empathy, and transparency. Like from day one, that's what it's been about. So this is as transparent as I can fucking get. And like I said, today is exactly 90 days since stopping the finasteride. And I don't really see myself losing more hair. I mean, what the fuck else am I gonna lose? You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, it's just one of those things where now I have to come to terms with, the current state. I told you guys before in the 30-day video when I stopped taking finasteride for 30 days, I don't want to get back on finasteride. And I meant it when I said it. But given the current situation, I don't know. My wife and I are still planning on trying for a kid this year. So at least in before that, we're not going to be, or I'm not going to be getting back on finasteride. Will I get back on it though? It's a hard decision to make, man. I was sure I wouldn't, but now a part of me is like, oh, dude, my fucking hair situation is terrible. So what I've been looking at is SMP, and I've never been anti-SMP. People have asked me if I wanted to do SMP, scalp micropigmentation, and I always said no. The reason why is because I was already kind of doing, finasteride at the time, so my hair was okay, and I did hair fibers, so it wasn't really a big deal. But now my hair is so I won't say thin, it's so short now. Actually, I completely shaved my head. I was so frustrated. I know I'm hopping all over the place. I was so fucking frustrated, dude, at like 70 days. I just shaved my fucking head, dude. Like, I shaved it bald, which didn't make it any better. So now I'm letting it grow. I actually just cut my hair yesterday, and this is what I'm working with right now. But I found this really, really good SMP clinic here in South Korea, and you know, I think that I would be a good candidate now. I didn't think I'd be a good candidate when I had been taking finasteride because, it's matching the density with like the length of hair that I want and then adding SMP on top of it. I felt like it was kind of redundant, especially if I can use hair fibers. I don't know if that makes sense, but like usually people get SMP when they have shorter hair or they want to rock the bald look. You can do like fill in, like for example, like this is what I'm talking about right now. If my hair was longer, it would be harder to do SMP and make it look natural because it still has that shine to it, you know? But I think at this stage right now, I think I could actually go with the SMP, and it would look pretty decent, especially at this hair length. So it's something I'm considering. It's nothing that I'm gonna jump the gun on right now. This will probably happen in the fall, is probably the soonest it would happen. Hopefully sometime this year it would get done.
I'm not eating.
You done eating? All right, I'll be out in a little bit. Daddy's filming a video. Tell mommy I'll be out in like 10 minutes. Okay? All right. Sorry, it's my daughter. It is. Yo, this is funny. My daughter, she's 5. She's 5, and like I remember after I shaved my head, she just came to me and she's like, "Daddy, why do you have more hair on the side of your head than the top of your head?" And I was like, "Oh, come on, man. Why you gonna do this to me? I'm your dad. You can't talk to me that way." But she was right. It's like, man, I do have that shadow back. The shadow was back, and you can kind of see it here. I don't know if you can see it right there, but you can see it, the line right there. Like I said, I'm not okay with this. Meaning, and I don't want my words to get twisted. When I say I'm not okay, I am not stopping here. Like I said, I'm considering SMP, Finasteride, like a 5% chance I might start again, but I really, I like that to be a last resort. But I don't like my hair like this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be fucking making this hair loss channel, you know? Like, I think at a certain point, you should find a way to deal with your hair loss. And this is for everybody, you know? But dealing with your hair loss does not mean shaving your head and moving on with life. Plenty of guys do that. That's the way they deal with it. The hair loss doesn't impact them, whether they're more confident or more comfortable with themselves, whatever the reasoning is. You can shave your head. That's one avenue. You can take finasteride, do minoxidil. That's another avenue. Hair fibers. I mean, I've done both hair fibers and finasteride and minoxidil. Derma rolling, fucking hair units. You do what you do to deal with your hair loss. So don't ever feel ashamed of doing what you want to do to make yourself feel comfortable in your own skin. And if there's anything to take away from this video, I mean, like I said, you see my current situation, and no, I'm not okay with it. And I think that's okay. I think that's okay to not be okay with it. I'm actually seeing a counselor right now, not for my hair loss. I'm seeing a counselor right now because I'm dealing with some like skeletons in my closet, and it's been impacting my ability to be a great father. I'm already a good father, but I want to be a great father. And I'm dealing with a lot of anger issues that stem from childhood issues and traumas and abuse and things like that. So, in the counseling session, I was telling him that this is around that 60, 70 day point when my hair was just like garbage, and I was telling him like, I'm losing my hair again, and I don't know what to do because I'm doing it to have a kid. Like I said, I stopped taking the finasteride because my wife and I want to try to have a second kid. But at the same time, this YouTube channel was my way of healing. Even before finasteride, I had made this channel, and like it was my way of healing and showing that I'm okay. And I told him I didn't know what to do because after coming off the finasteride and seeing all the hair fall out and really being back even before square one, like I lost a lot of ground. I didn't feel okay. And I told him, I was like, I don't know how to face my subscribers and the people watching my videos because my channel has always been about you guys can do it. And here I am, I'm telling them like, but I can't do it. I'm not doing it. It is this. And to be the one to say, you know what, guys, I'm gonna shave my head and I'm gonna live my life and I'm gonna shave my head and I'm good with it would be disingenuous because I'm not okay with this situation. I want to do other things. SMP again is something I'm considering. So wherever you are in your hair loss journey, I think it's necessary that you really keep things in perspective. Don't go overboard. Overboard for you may be different overboard may be different per person, person by person. Some people think hair fibers are too much. Some people think hair units are too much. Some people think hair transplants are too much. Whatever your threshold is for what is too much is yours. And don't let anybody try to sway your thinking one way or the other. But understand that transparency is important. And I'm putting myself here in front of you. Like I said, this will probably be the last hair loss, like a dedicated hair loss video I make, because there's really nothing else to fucking talk about. It's gone. It's lost. But if I do SMP, I'll put a video out. You know what I'm saying? And because that's not necessarily hair loss, that's something completely different. So I'm just putting myself out there, guys. I couldn't do it at 60 days. I couldn't do the 60-day update. I didn't have it in me, confidence-wise, and I didn't have it in me energy-wise because I spent all my energy stressing about losing my hair. But here I'm at 90 days. If you're on finasteride for however long you've been taking it, understand that when you come off of the drug, and this goes for dutasteride as well, the likelihood that you're going to keep your hair is pretty much zero. And you're going to be back to where you started, your baseline, or like me, if you've been taking it for 4 years, 5 years, a long time, you're going to be playing catch up on whatever hair loss you would have experienced prior to taking finasteride. Does that make sense? Anyways, guys, my name is DJ. I'll see you guys in the next video.